We live in a culture where discomfort is seen as a negative. And when we are physically uncomfortable, and even more so mentally uncomfortable, we immediately want to get rid of that discomfort, don't we? If our head hurts a little bit, we want to take something. If our body hurts a little bit, we want to take something, or at least we want to change the posture. If we're not happy with our mood, we immediately want to take something to change it. So we're always, or if it's a little too warm, we immediately want to turn the AC down. As soon as we're a little cold, we want to turn the AC back up, and it's like, And we find that as we move around the world, if things aren't quite right the way we want it, we find there is an annoyance, an irritation or something, and we want to change it. This is, we might say from a psychological point of view, this is all suffering, because there's no ease in that kind of response. So learning to sit with some degree of physical discomfort, again, I'm not talking about the kind of pain which is really significant, you know what I mean, like our bodies are really out of whack or something is being done injurious, but just the discomfort of, again, sitting much longer than we're used to. Please notice that rather than just holding that quote-unquote discomfort in mindfulness and awareness and just kind of letting it be, we immediately create a story around it, we become obsessive about it, and you might spend your whole meditation just being concerned about your discomfort, wanting to move, and praying for the bell. And then the bell rings and you undo your legs and your discomfort's gone, and you might ask yourself, what was I making such a big deal about? Right? Why did I spend half the meditation obsessing about, these sensations? They're just sensations. Even to call them uncomfortable is a label we're giving them, right? They are just sensations. And again, learning to be with sensations and to acknowledge sensations, but not have to always react. It's sort of like many people, if they have an itch, they got to immediately, scratch it, right? Or if they're uncomfortable, they immediately got to move. I mean, we're always driven. I mean, it's very interesting. Sometimes you may, for those of you who find itches some kind of terrible infliction or affliction, you might make that the source of your practice one time and just ask yourself, what is an itch? You know what I mean? As a sensation. And if you're just present to it as a sensation, you might find it's just a mildly uncomfortable sensation that is short term, nothing to get disturbed about, or you know what I'm saying. So you can use these uncomfortablenesses that arise in your body during meditation as ways of kind of deepening your ease and your kind of acceptance of the way things are without always needing to what? We always need to change and manipulate. We're always manipulating. We don't like our bodily sensations, we always manipulate. We don't like our emotional sensations, our thoughts, we're always manipulating. And that takes work. And there is another way, which is just to be aware of. Right? And you may find that when you stop the drama and you're just present, that things are not as bad as we thought they were. So that's a good thing to do. In the same way, when we're in meditation, we may have thoughts, Anybody have thoughts that they didn't like having today? Right? It's like or they may have an emotion that comes up that they don't like having. I don't want to have this. But that reaction to a thought or a feeling is not coming from the thought or the feeling, is it? The thought of the feeling is just a thought of a feeling or a feeling. It has no problem being what it is. But there's something within us that has discomfort or judgment or criticism about what is arising in our minds, the same way it does about the body. And that again causes us always to react and try to manipulate or control what's going on. Much better just to relax and let things be. And actually look right at it. What is a thought? Huh? Rather than always reacting to them, what is a thought? Look right at it. What is a feeling? What does a feeling actually feel like? If I didn't call it bad or good or sad or happy, I just looked right at it. What is it? Right? And you may be surprised by what you find.